Good evening, everybody. My cats will be joining this video because they enjoy Thanksgiving dinner too. Um, okay, a little bit about the history of Thanksgiving. As you remember in school, you learned that the Pilgrims, when they arrived at Plymouth Rock, ended up showing up right before winter, and many of them starved to death because they didn't have enough resources. That spring, the Native Americans helped them to grow native food, and it was a bountiful harvest. That fall, they had a celebration with their Native American friends, which was a meal. And we learn in school that this meal was massive and huge and, full of everything that we would have today. That's incorrect. Basically, it would have been a very modest meal. They may have actually had turkey, but most likely fish because that was abundant in the area, and this was a seaside town. And P.S. turkeys back in that day were probably about the size of one of my cats in weight. So, yeah, huge difference from today's turkeys. Okay, now, the next development in Thanksgiving did not occur until the war between the states, which most people were incorrectly taught is the American Civil War. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, during the war, President Abraham Lincoln signed a law declaring the fourth Thursday in November to be a day of prayer. And this would have been our first national holiday. Of course, being the middle of the Civil War, people weren't going to sit down to a big meal. They were going to take the day to pray because America at the time was a very religious country. We think it is now, but basically we're probably more in the we ignore religion category. Now, you're all used to the great big Thanksgiving meal. And this did not happen until 1946 would have been the start of this. The United States had been through 16 years of economic hardship and World War II. So people had not had anything, basically all their lives. Incomes exploded post-World War II. 1946, the income of Americans was probably triple what it had been the year before. And in terms of buying power, because of mechanization and improvements in technology thanks to World War II, the amount of food and services and products was exploding. So that great big Thanksgiving meal you have today is a very recent development in history. But I still hope you had a great time with your family and friends. Thank you very much.